I think I've always wanted to change. Even when I was really young, I wanted to change myself. Um, like I remember, I think I was like 6 or something, and I drew like a picture of myself, but I drew myself with white skin. So I've always wanted, to change myself and just be somebody better. What better actually is, I don't know, but I've just, I've wanted I want to be something else, or change how I am, or do something that I see as ideal. Um and it's always been like a struggle, I guess, because it just seems like it just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, because change kind of just, it comes very slowly. What people say is, it comes really slowly, and it yeah, I mean, it just comes really slowly, but yeah, it's kind of not even, it's not even really your choice, when you change. I mean, you just do. I mean, I used to like think red was my favorite color, and now it's different, like, it's just like, okay. I mean, I guess that's not like, because liking stuff is not a conscious like choice. You just like what you like, and that's how it is. You can say that you like something, but like deep down, whether you really like it or not. And change is, it's a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing. I think all people have some form or idea of their like ideal self. I mean, that's just part of the human psyche, and you know, so. But I've always wanted to be better, and I've always wanted to try to improve. But what that really entailed, I didn't I didn't know. I still don't know, really. I mean, it's just kind of, I feel like sometimes it's kind of a joke I tell myself, like, oh man, like you end up in a really shitty like spot sometimes. Um, you end up in a really shitty spot sometimes, and like you go to like a really low point. You're like, damn man, I can't do this anymore. I gotta do something different. I gotta I gotta make a change. I gotta do this and this and this, and then my life will be perfect, and then it'll all be easy and stuff like that. And that's a trick. That's a lie. Because one is just, I mean, obviously you're just gonna get initially very excited about the possibilities, you know, and then it comes to you actually doing those things, and it's like, fuck, you know. I just really like the idea, but that's not happening. And you can trick yourself. Oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Oh, I can do it this way. It's not the same, but it's still something, right? Like it's still close, right? But really, it's just, you're just lying to yourself, you know. And that's kind of what change is. It's really hard. It's really freaking hard. And there's this philosophy that says, that you shouldn't try and you shouldn't force things to happen in some way. But I don't know. I mean, I would like to believe in manifest destiny, and just being able to just become what you want to see in the world, and and then you hear stuff like that, and it's like, who's really telling the truth here? Because on the one hand, the you know, having your own choices and being your own person and becoming a better person, that's like the more optimistic kind of side, whereas the more, negative, pessimistic side is like, don't force anything, just be who you are, and just accept and surrender, and that is like super hard. That is so hard, because we're humans and we're from nature, and the ego is a great defense mechanism for a lot of psychological attacks, but maybe it's too good. Maybe it's too good at its job, and it stops you from, like, just striving for what you want to really become. So it helps, but it gets in the way of, like, the dream, in a way, if that even remotely makes sense. But sorry, I gotta scratch my nose. But really, it's a struggle, and it scares me sometimes, because I wanna be better, and I get really into it, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and this, and then the day comes, like, you gotta do it now. You said you're gonna do it, and you gotta do it now, and it's like, no, let's do it tomorrow, and you tell yourself that, and that's fine. But then the next day comes, and it's like, oh, now you really got to do it. And it's like, I don't know. And then you start building excuses, and it's like, oh, well, it's not really that great. It was never really that great of an idea. Or like, I'll probably be fine if I don't do it, or, just stuff that is just excuses, of, like, they could be reasonable, but they could also be excuses. So really, it's just not, you're not pursuing that, right? You just stop. And it's tricky, because when you do try to, improve, and and this time you're like, okay, but I'm actually going to do it this time, right? So you actually do start making steps, right? And you start getting to do it. And then after a while, you kind of just stop. You kind of just like, yeah, I don't know if I can keep doing this. There's not really any reward for me, I thought there was going to be something, but there's not really anything super, like, immediately engaging about it or anything. So you just drop it again, and it's like you're in a loop. You're in a loop, and you just, I'm gonna improve, and you're like, no, I don't want to do anything, and then you just go back to the same spot you were, and it sucks, because these cycles, like, they occur over such long periods of time. I feel like, like you think you finally got into, like, some like resolution, or something like that. You're like, yes, okay, finally I feel like, yes, I'm here. I did what I wanted to do, and that's great. And then you feel great for a bit. You feel really complete, and then, like, kind of out of nowhere, it starts slipping, and you start losing, like, that feeling, and it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird, because you think you'd be fine now. You think you're just being la la land, and you're just chilling. You're just living your life now. But it's not like that. You just stay in this place where you think you're doing great. You think you're doing great, and then all of a sudden, it just all like crumbles, and you're back to where you fucking started. And it's like, what is even the point of that? Like, it's not helpful. It's not. I didn't learn anything. if anything, I learned to not like convince myself to ever feel like I accomplished something ever again, because you get the goal and then it's like you stop and then you get back to square one or whatever, you know. It's I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. It's weird, you know. Like it's I don't know. I don't know. So I mean, I think I'm trying to lean more into the area where I'm accepting the flaws instead of just trying to be like, oh well, we can just fix it. We can just do this and this and then it's just fixed, you know. Because that's kind of it's unrealistic for me to just try to instantly go and just fix it. Like I need to be in the mindset. I need to fix the mindset, you know. Yeah, but that's really all I have to say. So, hope this video was helpful. I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's a little too abstract. I don't know, but yeah. Hopefully you guys got something.